Invasion of Alara, a card that has seen pretty much no play in Standard up until today with the introduction of Bramble Familiar. Very important for this combo of domain deck that can basically get out any 7-drop if you're lucky enough. Well, there is actually a list. The list that won MTGO, I believe, or a tournament. I can't remember exactly where this is from, but you will see, looking at this curve, that's kind of interesting. But you have to keep in mind that most of these 7-drops are actually cheaper. So I did not know about this list before I built my deck, and this deck makes a lot more sense. So if you want to copy this, you can go ahead. I will leave this in description. But yeah, essentially, you want to use the Bramble Familiar, that mills 7 card, then puts a creature, enchantment, or land from among the milled cards onto the battlefield, and Invasion of Alara, that will enter the battlefield, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile 2 or more two non-land cards with mana value 4 or less, and then you can cast one of those cards for free, and you put the other one into your hand. And in this list, you are guaranteed to hit Bramble Familiar, allowing you to cast the 7 mana Adventure. So on turn 5, you're getting a 7 mana Adventure that mills 7, and you can put any creature from among those onto the battlefield. So in this deck, it makes a lot of sense. You would have the Desecrator. If you mill another 7-drop, you can bring the Desecrator back, -7 on the battle, flip it, draw 2, put an artifact from your hand into the battlefield, make a copy or permanent you control, and distribute 3+1/+1 counters, and also destroy a permanent. So a lot of stuff going on there. Pretty neat combo. Fleshgorger is an artifact, so you can put that from your hand onto the battlefield if you flip this. So yeah, this deck is cool. I will leave in the description, obviously, but we're going to talk about the list I built since that's what the matches were played with. And this deck has worked actually surprisingly well. So very surprisingly well. I think this combo is pretty interesting. I do not think it's that good in Standard. I think it's a high roll deck. I mean, as you would expect, this is a deck that basically loses to any counter magic, especially the other version. I think the other version is even worse into any tempo list, so into Dimir, it's going to be horrible. But if you face any other mid-range deck that doesn't have blue, that doesn't have a way of countering this, I think you have a great chance at just winning the game. But keep in mind that Domain without Invasion also beats most other mid-range decks, if not all other mid-range decks. So I would argue there's no real reason to play the Invasion of Alara version unless you want to get really lucky, which I think is a totally fine strategy. Some people have a lot of fun. Also, you know, the card's pretty fun, so there's that as well. You can judge for yourself if you want to play this or not. In my deck, I found that this card, a late edition krowz and Kunoros, is pivotal to this deck functioning as well. I feel like Vigilance, Lifelink, Menace, very good keywords there, and when it enters the battlefield or attacks, you may exile 5 cards from your graveyard. When you do, put target creature from your graveyard onto the battlefield. So very good synergy with this and Bramble Familiar, which mills cards. My list is a little bit more reliant on RNG because you're going to Invasion and you're not necessarily going to hit the Familiar. I mean, I hit it every time, so I got lucky enough. But I'm more so fusing the traditional ramp deck with the Invasion all-in deck. So I'm not going like totally all-in on the Invasion. I'm more so going for like a mix of both. Playing the Stomper, playing the Invasion of Zendikar, and Drag to the Bottom, which has been actually pivotal towards winning a few of these matchups, as you'll see. Celeste as well. And of course, you know, the scuffed mana base that you get from playing so many different colors of mana. It gets kind of crazy real quick. So my deck is a little bit more I guess not really anti-aggro, but just more consistent, not really relying as much on the Invasion. So yeah. Sideboard, I'm playing Duress because counter spells. What else is there to say about that? I'm even playing Pilfer. That's how bad I hate like counter spells are just the end for any ramp deck, especially a deck that has this many expensive things to play. I'm also playing Fateful Absence because you don't really care about card advantage in this deck. Just play 2 mana Destroy. Why not? Archangel Wrath for mono red, Sunfall, pretty obvious, and Farewell, pretty obvious as well. So really straightforward. It's just a showcase of Invasion. I got it off a bunch of times. So that's pretty much all this video is going to be about. I do think this deck is good. I think it has a lot of very bad matchups though. So it's a matchup roulette, and it's a lot of fun either way. That's all I have to say about it. Anyways, enjoy these matches. Yeah, maybe just don't play Etali. But I mean, then the deck just is just worse. It's just worse than traditional domain, I think. Not even close. I mean, I'm lucky this is a good matchup. I'll just get lucky. I hate that this deck has 0 sideboard plan. Ugh. Lockdown. Do you know how many white sources I need for lockdown? Let me tell you, it's not it's not the amount I currently have. I'm gonna be real with ya. Well, goodbye, my ramp. Well, we're dead. Wait, maybe I top deck the 5 mana thing? This deck does not sideboard. Fading Hope for the Revelries? Yeah, maybe. I'm a little bit scared of Shield Red, but maybe it's fine. It's totally reasonable. Am I gonna draw the card one time at least? No? Please? Whee! Well, GG. I guess you beat up on all the... you can beat some black decks that don't have blue, I guess. I don't know if that's worth that much, though. Yeah. I mean, they're letting me play, which is nice. I hope. Never actually cast a spell ever in the history of ever.
One of your friends has to leave.
Hmm. Well. Ah. Also, milling my basics is probably not the best thing ever. Well, actually, I have so much mana, I don't care.
Don't overthink.
Oh, that's a little spooky.
Whatever. Luck favors the foolish after all.
I mean, surely I don't do it again, right? How many Bramble Familiars do we have? Ah. Very underwhelming, but whatever. Oh, we're dead to rats, I think. I need the metagame challenge like right now. Otherwise, I'm gonna spend more wild cards, and then I'm gonna end up with 0. I should save this for later. There's no saving this for later. This deck is just bad. I think. Nah, it's just bad. It's worse than regular domain. Because in regular domain, the Alara would just be a sweeper, which buys you the same amount of time as just casting on turn 5. But I mean, if you hit, it's better, I guess. But how many times are you hitting? It's not even a 50-50. It's less. Actually, is it a 50-50? I think it's close to a 50-50, actually. But then you have to hit on the mill, too. It's like RNG on top of RNG on top of RNG. Never ending. Ramp is insta loss against the mirror. It's like 0%, which is why I think this deck is not the best thing. You can make it 100. Yeah, you can make it 100% and then lose to every aggro deck in the history of aggro, which I guess is a possibility. Wouldn't necessarily be against that. What's my last color? Black? Realistically, I should have discarded that, but... Actually, no. This is good.
Knew this was a waste of time.
I have to keep my 7 drop, otherwise I'm gonna lose. Domain with 2 Alara, 2 Bramble? I don't think so, no. I think it's just not worth it. I don't see a world where it's ever... Like, Alara is a card that you either play 4 or you play 0. I don't think it's ever worth playing more. Or, like, even... I guess Bramble is okay, so maybe it's, like, incidental value. Like, it's just... Maybe it's a card you want anyways. I don't think so, but maybe. If you want 4 Bramble in your deck, maybe you do play 2 Alara just because you're already playing Bramble. I don't know. Deck building is about choosing which archetype you want to lose against. Yeah, except Standard has decks that can win against everything, so that's the frustrating part. You don't want to play a deck that has the option of losing to something. You want to play a deck that has good matchups across the board, which is possible in Standard, so... With rotation, it would have been a different story. Ah, cool. Wait, what? Oh, just okay.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come. I've always hated
Yeah. Hoggers, I'm just playing against black decks that don't have blue. The end is annoying. I really don't think I'm supposed to be playing this many herd migrations. I think you just play like more Celestis with better mana fixing. I need 4 invasion. That's just, this is copium. Probably. I don't know. Mono white humans is terrible. In best of 3, if you play blue white, you have literally no bad matchup. You just have to tune your deck correctly. If you play, I would argue the right version of Dimir has 0 bad matchups as well. That's about it though. So playing anything other than those two and you're screwed in some way. But sometimes you have a losing matchup that's not very popular, and then that's fine as well. Are you telling me there's a counter to Dimir? I think there is a counter to Dimir, but it's a deck that just doesn't exist, basically. It would be like, well, actually, I don't even think that's true, because the deck that would counter Dimir would be a deck that is probably Orzhov, but Orzhov's mana is so bad that they probably still lose. Like, the advantage you gain from having white is lost by you having worse mana, I think, but maybe not. The meta should include having fun. That's fantastic. I'm very happy you can do that. Winning is fun for most people, but I'm happy that some people like don't put as much emphasis on winning. That's good for you. That's probably the best way to enjoy Magic or anything ever. So, not in that category of person though. So. Red, green, black, blue, white. Ah, there goes my invasion. Okay. Okay. It's probably just white. Or green. I don't know. Kind of screwed. Oh, can't even attack anymore. Hmm. Well, that's a little bit juicy. I'm probably dead though. Yep. Mm. Yeah, duress makes things quite difficult. But they need multiple duresses, not just one. Uh-oh. Find a green source, I have a chance, maybe. Well, I mean, if I find an untap land. Actually, I'm pretty close to invasion, which might be... Oh, I don't have blue. I just assumed this was blue for some reason. Surely I'm not hitting untap. Oh god. Yeah, and now they don't have to take this. Oh, I'm speedrunning the loss here, so... Oh, maybe not. Saved. RNG time? Let's go. Ah. Actually not bad, but... Here we go. Yay, I got it. Okay. Untap white source. I can just do it now. Okay, I'm almost dead. It's a little bit spookage. I can use this for 3 HP though. Alright. Uh-oh. It's all basics, right? It's just gotta be this, right? That was the worst possible thing I could hit, I think. That's fine. Unless they hit removal. Okay. I'm surprised they want to trade here. The invasion just doesn't do shit, right? I could hit here, but damn. Oh, whoops. I forgot that's not both. It sucks. Oh man. Card is just bad. And I'm dead. Yep. I have one chance. It's a reasonable chance. I have to mill Atraxa. Or I guess now this doesn't do enough. I'm going for it. I got it. Okay. And I had to not mill my binding as well. Alright, I have to win in 4 turns. Let's go. Fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Chill, everybody, chill. I definitely do not want to flip this. Certainly not. I shouldn't have attacked with that, right? Oh, they should have double blocked with the knights. I didn't necessarily want to give them a card there, though. You could just do double. Oh, I could reanimate their shield red, potentially. No, Etali is like, it can only hit Etali, and then I mill 2 cards, basically, for nothing. Not worth. Uh-oh. Oof. Still lethal? Doesn't this gain life? Oh, they didn't. Did they not gain life? I don't know. It's not lethal. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, they didn't make... Ah, they didn't make 2 1/1s. Okay, I just assumed they would do that. Well, interesting game. Is this deck just blessed by the gods of RNG? Uh-oh, I have like no more basics. Whoopsie. What is with people in black green? Am I just the luckiest player? Why can I not get lucky with my other good decks? Like, well, with my good decks. This is not a good deck, but how do I hit random black deck with other color I don't care about every game? This deck is whitelisted. Yeah, I've queued into Jank Ladder, yeah. No, maybe I'm on the opposite side of the coin, you know? Like, think about it this way, right? Every time I play good deck, I face like some random deck that has like cards that specifically counter me. Maybe this is what it feels like to play against that, you know? They're in my position. Well, except their deck is like kind of not very good, but I mean it's fine. It's like tier 2, but any black deck is tier 2. Oh, and we are dead. What's my genius plan? Aha! Content time. Let's go. Yeah! Woo! Fantastic. Yeah, I only did that because I could hit this and the like. I could either hit this or the mill and it'd be fine, right? It's a me, a content. All right, I'm going for content again. Every day, all day. I can't get enough. I'm too content brained. Help! I can't stop winning. That's gonna be my YouTube title. Someone stop him. Send help. Duck can't stop winning. Just name the deck L and it's good. Maybe I have to do that again, yeah. It's funny, I did not expect this deck to win at all, but all the decks I expected to win did not win, so. That was not a keep, by the way, but hear me out. I know it's on the top. Yeah, that's why I kept this hand. I knew they had duress, and I know that all my good non-creature spells are on the top. That's not a question, right? Clearly. Uh-oh.
A fight?
Oh, now I can't hit
And
Etali,
you
by the way.
think you can win?
Probably not great.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Second white? Do I need second white? Maybe. I never need second blue, right?
We all have things we'd rather
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm dead. Hey, I might not be dead. You know what I'm saying?
I'm tired of your secrets.
I have a few top decks that are good here. Invasion, Leyline Binding, Atraxa, no, Land, Untapped. That's it. That's about it. Any believers? That's actually not too bad. Acceptable. Quite acceptable.
You chose the wrong day to cross me.
Alright, now I have many top decks that are insane, including 2 Atraxas, 3 Herd Migrations,
We all have
and
things
Invasion, obviously. I can't really attack with this, right? And they could, but they don't really wanna. Mm-hmm. Alright, that's not terrible. It's better than most of my draws, really. Come on, deck. Come on. Invasion, please.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Hey, Invasion to Sweeper. Or just... Very nice. Duress? 5-drop? Land? Sure. That's kind of annoying, actually, because that is actually kind of
Happy
annoying.
to help, but I'm
One of the
tired
better
waiting
draws
every
I could
day.
find there. Because this can go to 6 pretty easily. Oh, not anymore.
Don't overthink things.
I should have done that on their turn,
So
though.
fun when they hit back.
This deck is insane, man. What the heck? I should have been playing this years ago. Actually whitelisted. I've cracked the code. Code equal cracked. Well, I'm still not there yet, but soon TM. Aha! I gotcha, buddy. Debated. Cool. Not. No. Oh! Hello there. I have 7 mana. Gain 4, draw a card, by the way. Very cool. Impressive. This invasion is literally useless. I only have 1 Atraxa left. Card sucks. It's just, I mean, it's like the turbo. It's kind of like, oh my, I just realized what this is. It's kind of like a worse Cruelty of Gix. Most of the time. I would say, like, you're almost better off just trying to put this in the graveyard and then just reanimating or something. I think late game, this has 0 utility. Whereas Cruelty of Gix, late game, you're popping. I need to keep the unblemished record. Well, I should have stopped there then, but... Is this not a keep? Like, not even joking? Watch me. Aha! I knew it was a keep. Mono red. Uh-oh. Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy. Double Kumano, yeah. No? Yeah, actually I shouldn't have kept it because I couldn't cast that. These are not good draws. Please. Don't fail me now. Okay. Interesting. Although I do have 2 of my guys already in hand, but if I had a Trax, that's over. Last card chick, okay. So, green, black, white, red. Oh, I don't have blue. Oh, we're dead. We're dead. Dodge. Okay. I live here, right? Okay, what's the play? Is it not this, unironically? I feel like it's just, it has to be Kroxa. Like, it's my best chance, right? They just have to not top deck 3 damage, which I think is possible. Big new addition here. So they need strike or they're dead. If they find strike, I'm dead, but I mean, whatever. There's only 4 3 damage spells in the deck, right? I mean, this deck has to win the game, right? Like, it's just not possible. Yeah. What am I worrying about? It's impossible that they draw Lightning Strike. This deck just cannot lose. It's worry less. Just whatever, man. Just play the game. I should have known. It was already over the moment I had 6 mana and Kroxa. As long as I play it, which was the correct play. Okay, now that's fine. Don't worry. It's fine. We're chilling. Don't worry about it. Worried? I'm not worried. What's worried? I don't know what that is. What does that word mean? Another 6 land hand keep. Yeah, baby. Let's go. That's okay. I mean, I have 4 Sunset Revelries, right? Doesn't that guarantee a win? This hand is insane. Don't even have to play, man. It's over. It's over before it even started. I queued up, it was already over. This deck is too good. If you enjoy my content and would like to help me keep making it, consider supporting me over on Patreon, where you'll get access to a bunch of bonus videos, as well as other rewards depending on the tiers. And thank you so much to all the lovely patrons that are already subscribed. I appreciate it very much. And I will see you all in the next video.